Hi guys, and welcome to Petrolheads London, and more importantly to this week's 5 at 5. That's right, 5 minutes every Wednesday at 5 p.m. So if you've not watched this before, my name is Tom and this is my channel Petrolheads London, where I talk about cars, motorbikes and other stuff going on in that community. This is 5 minutes, as I said, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. The first thing to remember is if you are the first person to comment below, you get a shout out on next week's video. And this week was In a World of Cars, who quite rightly pointed out, I did say it was sub 4 seconds and being sub 3 was also the same. But yes, I get the point that I was correcting, but thank you for that. And also a shout out to Ma RJ, who always actually comments on a lot of my videos. So you said about the comments around the Harley Davidsons that I talked about, and actually subsequent to that they brought out a whole load more different Harley Davidsons, which I wasn't going to talk about on this video, so I haven't prepared any images or anything like that. But really interesting to see such a change in their range, and I think you referred to them as ape hangers or something like that. So the original kind of ones, not the new ones. So definitely go and check out some of the new stuff that Harley Davidson are bringing out. I wanted to kick off first of all today with some Formula One news. So actually there's been a lot of change, or potential for change, going on this week. So Daniel Ricciardo has confirmed he is leaving Red Bull. But to me, not only that he's leaving, but that means that also there's potentially a lot of other change happening down the chain through Formula One, which I don't think we've really seen to that level in the last few years. So season 2019 is going to be really, really interesting to see how that pans out. Also, they're talking about Carlos Sainz being quite high on McLaren's shopping list as well. So there's going to be a lot of swapping around there. So I think next year's Formula One season is going to be really one to watch, and interesting to see how those drivers react. Especially also with, I know, Force India being in a little bit of, well, trouble is probably the wrong word, but a bit of uncertainty, that's for sure. So for me, well, I don't know. I'd like to see how the rest of this season pans out, but I think there's a lot to watch. So on to the next thing. Mesh jacket. So I've talked about this in motorcycles videos before and on my 5 at 5. I've bought a mesh jacket. I'm going to do a video about it at some point. I've had a couple of quick ride outs with it, and do you know what? Blooming amazing. So if you want to know what I've got, I have bought the Rukka Force Air jacket. It is a bit like riding with air conditioning. It is, yeah, pretty good. I mean, any big jacket in the heat, if you're stationary, isn't great, but actually the airflow and stuff you get through it is amazing. And as you'd expect, the quality from Rukka, as ever, is brilliant. And I'm a bit of a convert to Rukka, having owned pretty much Day and Easy stuff up until that point. So I'll put a link to that as well. So that's from Tran-Am, who are the UK importers. So definitely go and check out their kit. But so far I'm pretty impressed, and I'll do a bit more of an in-depth review of that when I get a chance. The next thing I was going to say is talking about, so this week I met up with a load of YouTubers. So you probably think that, you know, we're just all there on Instagram and Twitter and talking about, you know, cars and bikes and stuff like that. But I met up with some of these guys, and we do on a regular basis to generally eat more ribs than we should possibly be able to fit into ourselves. But anyway, it's really good to catch up with these guys, and especially with Steph, when he has just sold his beloved 250 brake horsepower Abarth. And if you've not already seen the video which I've done on that, please remember to have a look. I will try and put the link below, because that was a cracking fun video to do with Steph. But I cannot wait to see what car he is going to buy next. The rumours on social media are rife. So anyway, watch this space. But really good to catch up with these guys, and I hope to do something with both James and Jack, who are pictured here, in the near future. And I'll put links to their channel, so if you've not checked them out before, please make sure you do that. As I'm steaming towards the end of my 5 minutes, I'm just looking at kind of what else I can cover, and there was one other thing that came up or started to be discussed on social media this week, which was around our smart motorways, and basically highlighting that they're not as smart as we all think. What a surprise. And I think the comment I made is, if you go to anywhere pretty much in Europe, and actually a lot of other countries, their motorways are 2 lanes, and most people overtake and then pull in, and they don't seem to have the major issues that we do. I know they don't have the concentration of cars like we do in sort of major cities around the UK, but to me, it's a lot of it's about education and about lane hoggers, and I seem to be getting a bit of support about those comments on social media. What do you guys think? Be really keen to hear. So anyway, look, I've hit my 5 minutes. I want to kind of wrap up there, but the two things to remember is I really want to hear your questions. So please remember to comment below and I will answer those questions in next week's video. Finally, just a reminder, first person to comment will get a shout out in next week's video. Thanks very much and have a great week. Cheers, guys.